Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your September 2021 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted me to talk to you about. The first card that I have is Judgment. So right away we're starting the month with this higher vibration calling you up, okay? When judgment arrives, we might have situations from the past coming back. Old feelings, old things that are kind of, whoa, I thought I was done with that. Comes back to the surface. When you look at this card, you see these characters. Whoops. All right. The feminine, the masculine, the inner child, they're in coffins floating on water. So that means they were in these coffins under the water before, in your subconscious. And they had carried with them old events that brought beliefs, that brought certain visions of life, and that were influencing you from behind, from your subconscious, unconscious, subconscious. With the trumpet of the angel, it brings these things to the surface. Because as we're trying to rise in consciousness, all these unconscious things, there's a limit to the elasticity of consciousness. So all these things are coming up to the surface. So we can address them, so we can recuperate them back within our beings by readjusting them, healing them, bringing our own consciousness of the now on them, and so on. What it is going to do is show you the difference between the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups, you have this character looking in front of him and seeing a bunch of cups that are in a cloud. In these cups you have like a snake, but you have like a castle. So the dreams, the nightmares, the fears, and the hopes are all mixed together. If at one point we were abandoned, when we look in front of us and we're trying to, read the situation, the emotional backup story of abandonment, maybe from our inner child, is going to be projected on it. So even if it's not there, we're going to see that because we're seeing the projections more than reality, compared to 10 of Cups, where here we have a rainbow. In order to do a rainbow, that means that there's light in every drop of water. It does not create a cloud blocking our judgment, blocking our view, our perception. It is in the air, becoming a rainbow. And there's a family on that card, because at that point we can actually feel and receive and give emotions to people around us, and nature, and trees, and the river, and the sky, and the whole planet, and the universe, and so on. That's the 10 of Cups, the capacity to see, perceive, and feel high vibrational love, grace, inspiration, divine vibration. Then I have the 2 of Swords. So this month, situations where you'll tend to go into the 7 of Cups, you'll say, oh, look at me going. That's what I'm doing. And you'll be able at the end of the month to actually make that decision of, what is my truth? Who am I? 2 of Swords. Make a decision. Under the Judgment, I have the Hermit, I have the 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. So the Hermit seems to be coming up in all the readings I did until now, because of course we have, it's Virgo, we're in Virgo season, we have the new moon in Virgo. So all of that principle of following one's inner light and wisdom. Instead of here, because with the 10 of Pentacles, that tells me that, you know, the past karma, the past cycle, let's say, okay, of your reality, of how your empire was built, had a lot of maybe 5 of Swords in it. And 5 of Swords, this is when we feel defeated, either by the people around us or by even ourselves, our capacity to cut our own legs. Okay, 5 of Swords, you look at the 2 people leaving like this and crying, because here it was more the importance and having all the mental activity to win instead of being happy. So we can win by proving that, you know, we're not wanted, by proving that the people don't like us, don't want us, don't blah, 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 you know. And here, under that, I have the 7 of Swords with the 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands, this is when we're carrying all of that on our shoulders. And it actually, it's not on his shoulders, it's in front of him. It blocks his view. So here, a card of blocked view and another card of blocked view. They're the only 2 cards in this, all the tarot, that have a character that cannot see in front of him. Here, he's got all the wands of his past cycle of wands, everything that he carried, that happened to him, and so on, that he cannot see past. With here the swords of very victimhood here. Okay, this happened to me, and this is all coming to the surface this month, Sagittarius. This way of thinking, how maybe the universe, life, people around me, how they screwed me, how they undermined me, how they did not give me power, how I lost my power. But with judgment, it makes you, it pushes you to go and find the truth. So under that 10 of Cups and 7 of Cups, I have the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands, King of Wands. So there's an understanding coming here. Another understanding. Last month you had an understanding about something, but I think this month is going to be about, you know, actually making the decision of, okay, I understand that, but who am I in this? What's my reality? And actually making the choice. Because the Wheel of Fortune will only turn once we answer the riddle, and that we actually decide that's going to be my reality. And that's from where I'm going to make my moves in life. Okay? Releasing the conflict and the 9 of Swords. Because when we're in here and in here, there's a lot of anxiety when it comes to life. A lot of conflict also. How am I going to do this? What is this? Sleepless nights, thinking and thinking about, you know, all those wands on my shoulders and feeling powerless, trying to see in front of us, and we only see our past wounds. And on top of it, the judgment is bringing up all these situations for us to relive, but to readjust so that we can change that reality. And of course, we'll be confronted by what's my truth now that I know and understand that. Do I continue to feed this as this is my reality, this is what is going to be shown to me, or this is what I'm going to perceive? Or am I changing it? Am I taking this brand new Ace of Wands with a Page of Cups, dropping those 10 wands and starting doing things in a brand new manner? Temperance, there you are. So that means that now is the divine timing the emotional intelligence to actually make that decision. Bottom of the deck we have Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Okay, I'm going to start acting, bringing my fire in a completely different manner. So let's clarify this for Sagittarius. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of September 2021. Sagittarius. Okay, let's check this out. All right, show me judgment. Show me judgment here. Why is judgment here for Sagittarius? And of course, you know, judgment, if it's not out of the trumpet of an angel, in a sense of if it's not from our higher self, from our pineal gland connection, then we're judging out of our ego, and we're judging out of our emotional baggage and beliefs based on these emotional baggage, and that's what can create this fogness. Okay, show me judgment. Yeah, death with the Six of Swords. So that judgment will actually allow you to put all of that in the past, because you know that if you're carrying all of that, all of your baggage, all of your old wounds, and you keep them acting from behind, you'll never be able to turn the page on it, and you will always project him in front of you. So death actually allows you to transform that. Let's look at that Ten of Cups and that, yay, okay, Hangman, Ten of Cups and Seven of Cups. So because you're going to look at that from a completely different angle, Tower, it's going to help to crumble the way that you create, build, try to attain happiness, okay, fulfillment, understanding that, that's not the way. I would have never been able to reach happiness and fulfillment if I'm in the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords and so on. It's obvious. I see it now. That allows you to receive the download of how you've been maneuvering and going about, looking at things from a completely different angle. This is not what, okay, this has happened to me, but I've actually manifested it because that's how I was moving about in life. So Two of Swords, what's going to be my new identity? Who am I going to be? Swords, my truth. What's going to be my new truth? I'm going to have to make a decision here. The Two of Swords is a card that is drawn in the night. It's under the moon. It's an inner decision. And there's a lake in the background. We're talking about, it's a calm lake, you know? Making a decision, not based on what I see out there, but how I feel in my calm inner emotional vibration here. And here I have the Three of Cups, deciding to rise and be happy and enjoy the people around me, and dropping my Ten of Cups. My Ten of Wands, sorry. No, more living a Ten of Cups after that. So here, your Ten of Wands, making the choice to actually leave behind your old baggage. Let's look at that Ten of Pentacle, Five of Swords, and the Hermit. Yeah, Tower. There's the Tower again, and the Four of Cups. Understanding that if I limit my experience to what I've lived in the past and thinking that that's all that can be, I'll always be projecting my past into my future. I need to rise and get that cup that I can't see. I need to understand that it is there, and it was just the limit of my perception that prevented me from actually grasping it. So, Tower, there's that understanding. Oh my God, I was actually sabotaging myself from happiness. Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands. King of Swords. Mastering the way I think, the way I speak, my story is strength. Rising, like the Judgment, rising to my higher self. Strength is that inner strength of surpassing our lion and looking at life, acting, seeing out of our higher self, the higher mental plane. Strength. Let's look at that Wheel of Fortune, and of course that means changing our perspective completely. Here is Temperance. Here is the Seven of Cups. So our temperance, you, that maturing of the two cups here, that capacity to see the bigger picture, that understanding that helps healing. High Priestess, understanding the soul lesson in there. And that understanding is, and now you are ready to actually see what the Seven of Cups did to you in a way. And that is why you're going to get out of conflict and anxiety here. Because of that understanding and that clarity. The Temperance has the sun on its third eye. Okay, when you look at Temperance here, here's the sun symbol on its third eye. So, I mean, this is seeing things completely clear. Five of Pentacles. See, a lot of those wounds were in the beliefs of the Five of Pentacles. I'm not enough. I'm abandoned. I'm rejected. I have to sacrifice and give so much in order to have a little bit. If that's my belief, that's a beautiful way to sabotage ourselves, because this is what we're perceiving, this is how we're acting, and these are the results that we're getting or that we're seeing. So here, there it is. Looking at that from a different angle. Okay? So let's look at the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups. So there's a beautiful new way of doing things with a Page of Cups. So that means with that extra cup that I couldn't see before, there I have it in my hands. So Three of Wands, Nine of Swords. So I will not be in anxiety when I look at, what is in front of me anymore. I will not be in anxiety lost in my Seven of Cups like I have it here. I will start seeing what the universe can bring to me. Three of Wands. For that, I have to take that new wand and that new way of doing things so I can release that And Temperance, that means that I am ready for it. Knight of Wands, I'm taking that wand. Page of Sword, I understand it. Therefore, I'm out of my mental prison that kept me in that state of being. So I would tell you, this is getting out of the Five of Pentacles. This is a transformation of who you are. And embarking in a beautiful new way of doing things. So let's call this transformation. So because after the understanding, then we have to make the choice to actually embody what we understand, and then we can transform. So on that, my beautiful Sagittarius, I'm sending you all my love and light, and thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and please subscribe to help grow the channel. So if you want a private reading, the description is below. There's a little email in the plus section under the video. You write to me, I write to you back. And thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on the new moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. And this month it's on the 6th, and it's the new moon in Virgo. So everything that has to do with our security, our body, our home, following our inner light here. So all my love and light, and I'll see you next month.